Welcome back to Under Par Acres. It's been a cold, miserable winter so far, but we have some exciting work getting started as we are officially building a swimming pool. With the work being done now, we will have it all finished in plenty of time to start enjoying it all summer long. While it's been extremely colder than usual this winter, we have still found time to hit some golf balls from the tee box down to the fairway and green. However, it's making us realize that our next daydream project is a golf simulator shed. But with the expense of a new swimming pool, that's a long ways away, so we decided that utilizing the pole barn would be the next best thing. It gives us the cover to hit in the rain, lights to hit at night. The only problem is, we've been throwing everything in here for the last few years and it's a complete mess. But if we can get it cleaned up, it should be the perfect spot to get started now. With a miserably cold few days last weekend, I couldn't stand laying around inside anymore, so I bundled up and decided to get to work. Part 1 of the cleanup was simply to get everything out of the front half of the barn and get it moved to the back. We'll worry about cleaning that section out later, but for now, the front is all that matters. Once I had the front cleaned out, I brought out the steel backpack blower to get rid of all the fall leaves that had blown into the barn. And fortunately, with the power this thing puts out, it didn't take long. Once the leaves were all gone, I got out a garden rake to smooth out the pea gravel as I want to make the hitting surface as level as possible. Next up, I pulled out some thick rubber mats that I've had laying under a tree for a few years and took a few of them over to the hose to clean them off. The plan with these mats is to create a solid surface on top of the pea gravel in which I put the hitting mat on top of. Once the mats were down, it was time to get the full-sized hitting mat that we bought last spring off Wilson's Coach. Between the rubber mats and the thickness of the golf hitting mat, the surface felt perfect. But with as cold as it's been, there was still one more thing I had to do, and that was to get out the patio heater that's been collecting dust the last 4 years, so we could put it back to work and stay warm while practicing this winter. On Sunday, we were excited to see that the new net had arrived, and we wasted no time getting it put up. It's a 10 by 15 foot net, which is a little bigger than what we need as the pole barn posts are only 12 feet apart, but we made it work out well anyway. Once it was finished and ready to go, I tested it out real quick by throwing a few golf balls at it, and while it passed the test, it also made me glad that I never dreamed of pitching in the MLB. Next up came the real test, which was to hit a few golf balls at it, but I had to have the heat on as it was 28 degrees outside. I started out with a 9-iron and it passed with flying colors, and then I moved on to a 6-iron and the driver, and the net looks to be of solid quality. One weekend later, we have warmer weather in the high 40s, and Wilson and I spent a few hours on Saturday getting some practice in. And to make it a true simulator, we brought out the Garmin R10 launch monitor and played 9 holes on the Augusta National Par 3 course, where we will likely compete for hours this spring. Hopefully one day we will build a true simulator shed with state-of-the-art technology, but for now, the old pole barn will work just fine. Between the new swimming pool and all the golf we will play this year, there's a ton on the agenda for 2025 at Under Par Acres, so be sure to subscribe and follow along and share our videos with friends and family. Thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you soon.